For years on years, Microsoft's biggest advantage wasn't necessarily having the best software. It was having software that was impossible to avoid altogether. I'm talking about Windows, Office, Outlook, Excel, PowerPoint. Entire businesses were built around Microsoft's ecosystem. And once you're actually inside that very ecosystem, switching becomes painful and, well, you don't want to do it. Which is why a remarkable story from Zoho founder Sridhar Vembu is getting quite the attention. Now, according to Vembu, an Indian customer faced a steep Microsoft Office license renewal hike. The customer then told Microsoft it was considering Zoho as an alternative. Microsoft's response? The price reportedly dropped by 90%. Yes. Now, whether that exact number applies universally is, well, beside the point, because the bigger story isn't so much about one customer. It's more so about something much larger which is afoot. That is, competition and monopolies. And why the rise of alternatives from Zoho in enterprise software to China in AI may be reshaping entire industries. But, of course, before we get into the depths of this particular story, and it's a wonderful one, I think, when Zoho seems to always come into the picture, that story tends to then sparkle. What can sparkle is the fact that if you like, share, and subscribe, truly motivates us. Thank you so much. Now, Zoho founder and chief scientist Sridhar Vembu has publicly called out Microsoft's pricing power after sharing an anecdote involving a major Office license renewal. According to Vembu, the customer was facing a substantial price increase from Microsoft. The customer then mentioned it was evaluating Zoho's Office suite. Microsoft reportedly responded by slashing the renewal cost by roughly 90%. Vembu jokingly suggested that customers renewing Microsoft Office licenses should mention Zoho during negotiations. Definitely sure. But the post quickly became about more than just software pricing, because Vembu used the example to make a broader argument. Competition protects customers, and when competition disappears, pricing power grows. At first glance, this looks like, well, a classic rivalry, Zoho versus Microsoft, a challenger versus an incumbent. But Vembu's argument goes much deeper. He pointed to Microsoft's antitrust history in the United States. Now, in 2000, a US federal court ruled that Microsoft had illegally maintained monopoly power. In 2001, the appeals court upheld the monopoly finding, although the company ultimately avoided a breakup and settled with regulators. Now, for Vembu, the lesson is, well, when one company dominates a market, customers often lose the leverage. When alternatives emerge, pricing definitely changes. Now, suddenly, discounts appear, right? Negotiations become far more, well, easier, and customers gain options. That is exactly what competition is supposed to do. Now, here's where the story becomes even more interesting. Vembu wasn't just talking about Microsoft. He was also talking about AI. Now, in the same post, he has argued that competition between American and Chinese AI models is important for countries like India. Now, think about what happened over the last year, just the last year. For a while, many assumed frontier AI would remain concentrated among a handful of American companies. And I'm, of course, referring to OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, perhaps Meta. Then Chinese models started showing up. DeepSeek, GLM, Quen. And suddenly, pricing across the industry began, well, changing dramatically, collapsing in some cases. Inference became cheaper. Training then, of course, went on to take a nosedive. Open models improved dramatically, and the market started looking very different. The parallel Vembu is drawing is, well, obvious. Just as Zoho creates leverage against Microsoft, Chinese AI creates leverage against American AI agents. Competition changes behavior. It also changes pricing and changes strategy altogether. But perhaps the most important part of Vembu's comments was, well, not about Microsoft or China. It was aimed at India. For months, a common narrative has dominated conversations around Indian AI. India missed the model race, we are aware of that. It has, well, not done enough when it comes to GPUs, and it doesn't have enough capital. India is behind. Vembu disagrees, by the way, strongly, and this is why. He says he is now confident India will catch up in AI models. You're wondering why? Well, because The economics are changing. The cost of training models is falling. Open source ecosystems are starting to improve. Knowledge is spreading faster, and frontier capabilities are becoming more accessible. So, in other words, the barriers that once seemed impossible are becoming lower every year progressively. Vembu specifically highlighted Bharat Gen, the initiative led by researchers at IIT Bombay. He says the team is making significant progress and hinted that he will discuss their work in more detail really soon. Now, Bharat Gen is important because it represents something India has historically excelled at. Not necessarily inventing entirely new paradigms, but scaling technology for local realities. India didn't invent mobile payments, if you remember, but it built UPI. India also did not build digital identity, it built Aadhaar. Of course, then we have smartphones, but it became one of the largest smartphone markets on earth. You remember that, right? The question now is whether AI follows the same pattern. Can India take global advances and build something uniquely suited for its own languages, culture, businesses, and more importantly, economy? Vembu clearly believes the answer is a thumping yes. There is another, of course, layer to this story, if you will, because this isn't the first time Vembu has gone after a software giant recently. Just days ago, he criticized Salesforce's switch and save 40% campaign. His argument was very similar. Large software vendors often use aggressive discounts to win customers, then gradually increase pricing once switching costs become high. Because now he's making a similar point about Microsoft. Whether you agree with him or not, well, the broader theme is definitely consistent. Enterprise software is entering a new phase. Customers have more alternatives than ever before. Let me give you the list: Zoho, open source, AI native tools, new SaaS startups, and increasingly buyers are willing to challenge incumbents. Now, the most interesting thing about this story is that it isn't really about Zoho so much. And honestly, it isn't so much about Microsoft either. It's actually about leverage. Yes, that's the central operative point. Every negotiation depends on alternatives. The moment a customer has a credible alternative, the balance of power shifts. And that's true in enterprise software, in cloud computing, in semiconductors even. And increasingly, that's definitely very true in AI. Now, for quite some time, the AI conversation was about who would win. Today, the more important question may be whether enough competitors exist to prevent anyone from winning too much. Because history shows that markets work best when customers have a wonderful choice. Here, of course, is the front page take. Sridhar Vembu's Microsoft anecdote may or may not become famous because of the reported 90% discount. But that's not the important part. The important part is what the story represents, a reminder that competition definitely matters. The rise of Zoho challenges Microsoft. Of course, the rise of Chinese AI challenges American AI leaders. And perhaps one day, the rise of Indian AI could challenge both. Now, for years, India has been told it is behind in AI. Vembu's message is the exact opposite. Don't be despondent. Costs are falling, capabilities are spreading, and the race is far from over. Because in technology, today's monopoly often becomes tomorrow's incumbent. And every incumbent eventually faces a challenger. Now, the question I would like to ask you is this, is whether India can become one of them, which is the incumbent, or the challenger, or both. Please do let us know in the comments below. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Page by the IIM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AIM.